Hey, it's Coach Lisa from the Running University, helping people put the fun in their run. Hey, have you ever heard of a timed event? While I'm recording this video, that's exactly what I'm doing. I am currently at Across the Years is the name of this race. And it's called Across the Years because it starts on the 28th of December and goes until the 3rd of January. And the cool thing is that you get to pick the time that you want to do the race. So this is not a distance race. You can do 6 hours, you could do, I think 12, you can do a marathon, you can do 24 hours. As a matter of fact, last year in 2021, here's where I did my first 100-miler. I did it over 2 days. So the cool thing about this race, I'm going to give you some of the pros. And if you haven't heard about them, they're great. They have these in every state, and they're very unique. So this one, for example, we're around a baseball field. It's Camelback Ranch in Glendale in Arizona, and it's about a mile loop. So basically, you pay for time, and whatever time you pay for, you get to be on the course for that amount of time. So today I happened to sign up for the marathon because I'm combining my training mileage for the weekend, because I volunteer at this race every New Year's because it's such a cool place to be on New Year's. And basically I started out, it starts at 9, and I just keep going until I get to my marathon. And it's just really cool because I've been doing this race pretty much every year, and I do a different distance every time. So, and usually I do my training miles. But last year I specifically wanted to do my 100 here because I just wanted to see it was a safe place. There's an aid station. So literally every mile you have access to food if you need it. It's just a very safe race. You can bring RVs, you can rent a tent, you sleep. Like when I did my 100-miler a couple years ago, and actually I have a video to my finish, so I'm going to go ahead and just plop that there. But I totally lost my train of thought because I'm really tired right now. What was I saying? Anyway, I don't remember. It's my 100-miler. But at any rate, you basically decide what you want to do. So sometimes people are here breaking records, so they're super focused. They're trying to break their own records. It's an international race. Like, a lot of people come from out of the country because you can break country records, you can break age group records. And, again, you basically just do you. And the cool thing is on the bibs, the different color bibs basically show what distance you're doing. So if it's a 6-day bib, like there's a guy that I keep passing and I want to know his story. His bib says he's 90 years old. Amazing to me. There's actually quite a few people that are out here, I'm going to say 70 plus. Again, you're on a mile loop. It's a great way to get an amazing workout in, whether you do this for a race or just come out and do it. But one of the things I love to do is turn people on to new things they didn't know existed. Like, so many people think that you have to do a race to do a marathon and that you have to run it. Like, you can literally walk this entire race and do whatever you want. You can walk 50 miles, whatever. So I just wanted to give a little bit of a view. When I get through the aid station, I'll kind of show you what that looks like too. And yeah, actually maybe I'll do some video showing what the route looks like in different parts. This is part of the Across the Years course, and I'm on it. I'm doing a marathon today. So as you can see, this part is dirt. It's a mile loop. So part of it's mostly dirt and unfortunately muddy because it has rained a little bit here. It usually does here this time of the year. And you can see right here, this is where people will have their tents. You kind of just do whatever you need to do. I just remembered what I was saying in the other video, was that when I did my 100-miler, I wanted to be in a safe space. And so I did 63 miles in one shot. Because that was my PR of my longest distance, was 100K, so that was 62. I went and slept for 4 to 5 hours, and then I came back and I finished the rest of my mileage, which was like 38 mileage, and got my 100 in 48 hours. So here you can see, this is the start finish line. This race has been going on for a while. It's actually, there's some history behind it. It's called pedestrianism. So, and it's super cool. And here you can see, this is kind of like the main hub area. I'm gonna do a quick video of the aid station. And they bring out cool meals, like we just had hot dogs. So I just already had one. And they really take care of you. They put all this food out. You get coffee, water, Coke. Ooh, I'm gonna grab a Coke. Here's some more. So I came from that way. You can see this is basically the baseball stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. And I think this part right here is where there's the most elevation change. But again, it's kind of cool, you know, it's pretty. And these races, again, are all over the country. They're timed events, or sometimes you'll see them as, you know, a 24-hour event they'll be listed as. But a lot of companies, a lot of race companies do these. And again, it's just so cool to see the variety of people that come out and do these. Young people, old people. It's just awesome. So this here is the back part of the course. So earlier there were some tents that I showed. Again, it's a 1 mile loop around, and then there are people who literally bring their RV and they're hanging out here for all 6 days. Again, 24 hours, 6 hours. And I love how, I'm not sure I remembered ever having all the flags. They have quite an international representation, but this is the other side of it, so. Hey, and here we are, ready for another mystery medal that I'm pulling out of the box. I like to try to dig down deep. Oh my God, this thing is like so full of medals and it's so hard. Oh, fun. This actually, I just had this shirt on the other day. This right here is from the Pride Run here in Phoenix. And I think the Front Runners group, which is I think it's a national running club at least. And the Pride Runs are done in various cities. So they have a series that can be done. And I really love this medal because it kind of has this retro look to it. The shirt has the same font. And this was this year. The ribbon says inclusion, diversity, equality, acceptance. Gosh, I could go on this subject forever, and I won't. But in the True Tribe, we absolutely love to support the Pride Run. Because we are all inclusive women or women that present as women. And for me personally, this community is very near and dear to my heart because at one point in my life, I was in a relationship with a woman who is transgender. We were together as Mike and Lisa first. And I knew going into the relationship that it might be possible that this could happen. And then she transitioned and we lived as Lisa and Michelle for several years. So much more I could go into that. But honestly, having just seen how hard I think it is, I feel like we've come a long way in this respect with this community, but we still have so much more to go, in my opinion. So, and not my opinion, we just do, it's true. But this is a really fun event. It's one of our favorite events of the year. I think we've done it the last 3 years in a row, at least, with the True Tribe. And, you know, there's usually a 5K, a 10K. They have a half marathon. It's done in Central Phoenix. And it's really fun because, and you guys know, I really like trail. So this is a road. You're also on Canal a little bit. But it's really fun because you're in Central Phoenix. And you're actually going up and down the canal and street. So everybody's course is close. Obviously the half is longer, and they start a little earlier. So when we've had people doing all distances, we get to see everybody on the course. We always get all decked out for the Pride Run. You know, we're wearing our rainbow tutus and socks and all the things. And then they always have an awesome after party. One of the things we love to do, of course, is party after a race, if that's an option. And they have a great after party. They always have like a ton of vendors that are there to support the entire community. So it's a really good event. If you don't have one, if you're in Phoenix, they usually hold this in March. We'll be there again next year, I'm sure. And if you're in another city, just maybe look up the front runners and see if that's an option for you. But a very fun event, and I'm pretty sure that some money went to, I know it went to a couple of the local charities. I can't remember off the top of my head, even though this was actually a this year event, but one of my favorite medals and one of my favorite events and races. There you have it. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can hear more about my fun races, as well as getting tips on technique or mindset to help make walking and running so much more fun. And talk to you later.